Well, and Jesse Jones and the RFC always gave the private sector first chance to do everything. And if it wouldn't do it or it couldn't do it, the RFC would step in and do what was necessary to save the United States economy. And I think what's
Could you
even
expand on that? So how did it give the private sector the first chance? Like gave them money or just said,
no, no,
"Here's
no.
what we're
They
doing"?
said, here is our program. Do you want to participate with us in this? And you know that because the RFC and Jesse Jones knew what was required to save the economy and to get it to go again. And they would always go to the bankers or to whoever was going to be involved with the program and say, do you want to participate with us in this? And they would always give them first choice. For instance, when I talk about the REA, the Rural Electrification Administration, they partnered with utility companies, cooperatives, and cities to expand the grid, essentially, which is something we so desperately need to do as we talk about fortifying our grid to accommodate all the electricity that's going to be needed to, make cars go, for instance. They partnered with everybody they could, and if they couldn't get people to collaborate with them, the federal government would do it on its own. And nobody seemed to resent it too much. I mean, there was always a faction that wasn't going to like what the federal government's going to do, but the Republicans, Democrats, conservatives, and liberals embraced the RFC because they knew it. Well, first of all, the RFC made loans in every congressional district in the United States. So they appreciated what the RFC could do and how they were revitalizing their communities. I mean, it's so important to understand that the RFC programs really worked by 1936, after FDR had been in office for 4 years. Industrial output had doubled, and Detroit was making more cars in 1936 than it had been in 1929, and employment had dropped by 8%. So these programs were working, and people appreciated it and could see it and embraced it as a positive power of the federal government.